Greetings, Battle Brothers! It's me, Aurelia Tempris, defender of the Golden Throne and servant to the Emperor of Mankind. We are going to finish the saga today, chat. The legendary Bricky saga. Honestly, I'm sad. I'm really sad. Because I love Bricky's videos. I enjoy his work. And I am disappointed that this will be over after today's video. So, but it has been a very good run. Very good run. The Bricky heresy, which isn't a heresy, but it sounds 40k-ish. It does. The end of the brick, unless Bricky decides to make more videos. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I'm happy to have you all here today. This is going to shape up to be a very good day. We are watching the last Bricky video, which is the 40k timeline one. And then I have some Space Marine 2 clips that I need to watch, so a couple trailers. And there is, if you follow, I think it's posted under Chapter Master Valrak, I think. There is a Sanguinius versus Angron animatic that is really good. It's the part 3 got released, and I can't wait. I saw it while I was on vacation. Like, I saw it pop up in my recommended, and I had to put it aside because I knew I had to react to it on stream. So I've been holding off. It's been very, very difficult. Very difficult today. Berserker Rush, thank you for resubscribing. I've been binging Adeptus Ridiculous all day. Now I get something new to watch while painting my flesh hounds and blood crushers. I'm glad. This is the perfect time. I am obligated to remind you that this is the perfect time. Anyone who's watching, if you have a gray pile of shame, pick it up, start working on it. I will yap and yap and yap and yap, and you can get your painting done. Multitask. It's perfect. So I just need to tell you that because it would be remiss of me not to mention that you could get some work done. You can't paint now, it's 11 p.m. Oh, okay, well, that's fair. Depending on the time zone. Oh, that's your excuse. Well, I don't know what to say then. I've given you an opportunity. Arbiter Ian is another good recommendation for 40k content. I'll have to check it out. I have a Discord server, so if you want to join the Discord, feel free. If there are other videos you recommend I react to. I know a decent amount of 40k lore. I've read a bunch of books, but I'm far from knowing all of it. So feel free to join the Discord. There's links in the YouTube side, and then there's a command on Twitch if you want to get the link to that, or a mod will post it. So feel free to give your recommendations there. And we have a good time in the Discord. It's a lot of fun. So. I'm reading all the messages. All right, I think we're almost ready to get started. I'm going to move my screens over. It's a lovely dance I get to play. Ooh. All right, let's switch over to here. Hey, here we are. Here we are. And why is it my... Oh, there we go. I don't know why that got turned off. Anyway, so yeah, so this is what I have. I also have like another video. I saw this video, the Alpha Legion infiltrates the Galactic Empire. We watched one or two of the other ones earlier. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. So I figured that would be a good one to watch if we have time. I yap a lot, so we're gonna see how long it takes me to get through Bricky's 30-minute video. It took me about 40 minutes to get through 6 minutes of the first Space Marine 2 trailer. No Scuffstodian today. Fair warning, I am getting a new internet router put in, and I'm a little worried. Because the past 2 days I've had a couple I've had like weird issues with my bitrate dropping and a couple other things. So I'm getting a new router in hopefully by streams later this week. But there might be a little bit of scuff today. So please bear with me. It might just be a bit fuzzy for like a minute or two. And yeah, so please bear with me. Oh, thank you, Mini Death Knight, for the bits. Yes, we will have the all-important button. Here is the button. Button, go. Yeah, got the button. Yeah, so new internet router. We're gonna put that in, and hopefully everything gets everything fixes itself. So I think let me make sure my audio is good for Mr. Brick. I think, yeah. This is gonna be so good. I'm so excited. Thank you, DinoFan219 for the super chat. Is there anything particular about Warhammer 40k lore that you would want to know more than any other? When is Sanguinius coming back? I'm kidding. I know they're bringing Primarchs back slowly, but I don't expect them to get to him for a while. What would I like to know? Where is Constantine Valdor? That's a good one. I'd love to know that. I more have like questions of things that aren't quite released yet. All right, are we ready? I think I'm ready for this. I see we got a healthy amount of people here today, so I think I want to get started. Don't want to keep everyone in suspense. Oh, sweet. Thank you so much. We got like a hype train completed on the Twitch side. Oh, I got a friend to 3D print a Sanguinius model I plan to paint. Oh, I've seen those. I need to print my own or something along those lines. I want to print a Sanguinius model, but I want it like larger sized so I could put it on my desk and it'll look really nice and pretty, because odds are I won't play with it. It'll be a great day. It'll be a great day whenever that happens. Okay, so feel free, throw questions in the chat. I don't know if I'll get to all of them, but feel free to chat amongst yourselves as I react to this. Hopefully I say something funny, and let me know if I've said something funny or if I yap too much. Thank you all for coming, and we'll get started. Let me make sure the audio quality is good for Mr. Brick here, and then we'll be all set.
Grim darkness of the 41st millennium.
Okay, good. I think that sounded good. But we're going to start over just so that we have a clean start. Yap away, Captain General. I will do as you say. As the Emperor commands. Oh! Thank you very much, 650 luck for gifting some subs on the Twitch side. Thank you very much. Make sure you give a huge shout out on the Twitch side if you got gifted a sub. And oh, it looks like, oh, there was some on YouTube as well. Thank you very much, Nekozuki85, for the 5 gifted memberships as well. Thank you very much, and congratulations to everyone who's joined the Legion. To be honest, you can't yap too much. Well, I've been told that sometimes I can, but that's like in person, so it's a little different. It's a little different than being a streamer. Yes, as the Emperor wills, we will begin now. Mr. Brick, you have the floor, sir.
In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium exists the Empire of Man, a backwards carcass of an empire comprised of many devoted forces, gigantic robot knights,
yes,
religious machine cultists, and incredibly heavily armored women.
I thought he was going to go further with that one. Incredibly armored women. I thought he was going to say they were sexy or something like that, which isn't... It's not incorrect.
Most likely with sweltering abs.
Ah, there it is.
One must know what those abs taste like.
I know exactly what's about to happen here. I think I've not watched this, but I was tooling around on Gamer Sups, just kind of looking around at a couple things, and I saw that Bricky has a Gamer Sups flavor that's it's pineapple, but it's called ab flavor. It's, yeah. So I happen to, I think he's about to plug this, which makes me laugh because I had no idea this was going to be part of it today. This is, oh, please, please, please. I want to be right. I called it. I absolutely called it. I'm going to keep going because I knew it. All right, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Thank you, Bricky. Oh, that's so funny. So as a fun fact, so I said I was going around on Gamersups and I saw this. So he made this video 10 months ago. And I saw that he had this flavor that was his flavor. So when I was on my throne page, I decided to add it to my throne because I was like, how else am I going to get a 6-pack? Obviously, I need Gamersups to help me get that sweet, sweet 6-pack. I just put it on like last night because I thought it was hilarious. So the odds of me putting that on and knowing what this flavor was before we even watched this video is hilarious to me. I'm a little bit jealous because if I was gonna do a Gamersups flavor, I would want it to be like ab themed because you know the Femstodes, they're great from TTS. So, but I think if I did it, it would be like ab oil. And it would be like some coconut mango. I like the pineapple choice. That was a good choice on his part. But it'd be like a coconut mango, something tropical that makes me think of like suntan oil or something like that. Oh, it's so funny. I'd love to be sponsored by them one day and make a waifu cup, but it wouldn't be a waifu cup. It would be a friend cup. Okay, this is not what I was planning on reacting to, but we're gonna keep going and actually talk about Warhammer. But I am so thrilled that I happened to stumble upon his plug.
Cherry pineapple blend.
Oh,
Play
cherry
the
pineapple!
sound.
It sounds good.
Gamer, but also
I'm gonna stop. I don't want to see.
% off your entire done. If you
help Bricky out if you're interested in Gamersups. Let's see. Okay. I can't. There's too many girls with abs. All right. Am I seeing? Did you just heart all the abs on the page? Friend Coon Cup. Yes.
The description.
Okay. There you go. That was your last peek, everyone.
The age of knowledge and enlightenment has ended. The age of darkness has begun.
We're hosed. We're talking about AI, right?
Roughly 60 million years ago, there existed aliens. And these aliens lived short, painful lives. They belonged to radiation-stricken worlds and often died of various cancers before the age of 30. These aliens,
Necron
the
tier.
Necron tier, looked up to the stars and found extreme beings of real power. Beings...
Okay. So one thing I've been curious about, but I don't think I've ever said it. We read Infinite and the Divine for book club, I think back in April. And one of the things that I noticed when Orican and Trazyn were talking to one another, they were talking about how like dumb humans are and how much they're like, man, humans kind of suck. They're not as cool as we were. Like old men. I mean, they are pretty old. And they were talking about the way like the human anatomy is structured. And one of the things that they mentioned was they're like, they have their waste facilities next to their reproductive organs. And they were both like, ew, that's disgusting. What a horrible design. Which like makes me wonder what the Necron tier like actually looked like. Were they bipedal? And if they were, like, how were their organs arranged in a way? Because apparently their waste and reproductive organs weren't next to each other. So that just makes me really interested as to like what they actually look like. Because I would have thought, yeah, they're generally humanoid, but clearly they get it on in other ways that I'm unfamiliar with. Yeah, I have no clue. I have no idea. I mean, they don't have to worry about that now, because they're just robots. But no, don't consult Rule 34 for answers. That is a horrible idea. Don't do that. I don't recommend that. But I've always had that like thought. I'm like, huh, well, then how are they structured? I'm kind of curious about the anatomy of that. Yeah, I did think they were bipedal, but yeah. Oh my gosh, my mom just called me. I can't talk, Mom. Sorry. My mom doesn't know I stream, so she tends to call me at a bad time on Sunday afternoons. All right, we'll continue. That was just my food for thought. Kind of weird thought.
With the ability to create life, the old ones of the galaxy. They asked these old ones for help. Please cure us of our ailments.
No.
To which the old ones said, piss off. So the Necron tier gathered together and did the sensible thing. They declared war upon these old beings and were promptly beaten into the dirt back to their short, painful lives.
Yeah.
In the world of Warhammer, there is a hell. This hell is not like you and I know it. It's more of an afterlife, a place where dead souls end up. This place has many names: the Empyrean, the Sea of Souls, the Immaterium, and the Ether. But mostly, we just call it the Warp. While you and I know of hell as a place of horrors and punishment, the Warp isn't really that. Not in the beginning. It's energy, but the kind of energy
very nice
from thought and soul, psychic energy, where the dead souls of people end up in a place that is impossible to understand. No laws of reality exist. Like, time is merely a suggestion, and it is not something that can be braved easily. The Warp would be like sailing the ocean in a pirate movie. To jump from your ship would be certain death. To stay in the sea for too long on your boat could drive a man mad.
Could drive you mad, and you could suffer from many diseases. I don't think diseases are as common until warp demons were involved, but you never know. Oh, thank you, Dr. Menthoros, for the heads up. It looks like we will have a raid coming up here in a little bit, probably from Cha-Cha. I saw her on today, and I hopped into her stream. Oh, no. What the heck? Hang on. Wait. This one. Oh, no. So, I meant to say earlier, I saw at the end of yesterday's stream, I meant to say this earlier and it totally slipped my mind, that thank you to whoever donated to my throne last minute. I didn't see it until I was off, like I was offline, so I couldn't thank you in person on stream. So if you're online, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But I think someone just got me something else. Oh, well, I'll have to do it later because Throne won't let me log in right now. But anyways, I like the analogy of the warp being like the ocean is a pretty solid one.
And there are many dangerous things lurking in those depths. Yet, the sea is not evil. It simply is. Mostly. There are more malevolent beings.
That smile.
Waters, areas that you do not sail towards. This would be known as the realm of chaos. The realm of chaos exists in the warp as a special area led by 3 chaos gods. Khorne, the god of combat, murder, and slaughter, with a pile of skulls taken in his name. Tzeentch, god of change, mystery, and deceit, a confusing paradox of lies, schemes, and sorceries.
Makes me think of Bolt Gun.
God of rot, pestilence, and Genshin Impact. All
And Genshin Impact. Oh my gosh, I've only mentioned this to my friends, but I've made fun. Well, no, I haven't really made fun of it, but I have other friends that have played Genshin Impact, and I've actually I've considered playing it, trying it out, because it looks like it could be fun. but I haven't committed to it yet. I don't know if I want to go off the deep end. I want to be a cute anime girl and run around. Why do you think I became a VTuber? The fact that he's the god of Genshin Impact is hilarious to me. Hilarious. Korn is the best one. If I was going to fall to a chaos god, though, it has to be Korn. He's a very straightforward guy, not very likely to stab you in the back. I much prefer that over the other ones.
Things rot in the end, and Grandfather Nurgle is waiting for you with open arms. These gods ruled their respective realm in the war.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hi, Cha-Cha. Hello, Raiders. Everyone, can we, mods, thank you very much. Got a shout out to Cha-Cha. Thank you very much, Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha is one of my VTuber friends. She's got that mom vibe, and she does a lot of... Oh god, they keep going. She does a lot of variety streams. She's a lot of fun. Go check her out. I know she has some ASMR ones as well. So she does a lot of fun stuff. Hello. Yeah, it looks like we have it on both the YouTube and Twitch side. Thank you for the heads up. I have not seen where Cha-Cha is in this. All the messages are zooming through. Cha-Cha, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had fun. I think you were playing Fall Guys. I stopped by earlier. That game looks so chaotic. I don't know if I could handle playing that game. Oh my gosh. No freaking way. One small, I saw you in Cha-Cha's stream. Thank you very much, Small, for the 50 gifted subs on the Twitch side. Thank you very much. Are you made of money? You just... Wait a second. Wait. Did you just do 2? So, that's 100. Chat, for reference, I hopped on Cha-Cha's stream earlier, and Small, at least when I was there, I saw Small give 50 gift subs to her as well. What the heck, Small? Thank you very, very much for the subs. That is, wow. I do not know what to say. What the heck? Oh my gosh. What? Wow. Thank you very much. I am honored and flustered at the same time. Thank you very much. I'm glad. Make sure you give Small a huge shout out. If you got a gift sub. And make sure you say, "Oh, thanks, congratulations to everyone." Wow, I'm floored. Wow, thank you very, very much. Holy cow, I'm floored. Oh, and it looks like you gave more to Cha-Cha. Congrats, Cha-Cha. That's huge. Small, you are awesome. Wow. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna gather myself. Wow. My model can't quite blush yet. I don't have a toggle for that, but my face is red in real life. Holy cow. Okay. Oh, wow. Huh. Well, thank you, all of you Raiders, for joining. You probably know me from Cha-Cha stream. My name is Aurelia. I'm a Warhammer Vtuber. I do Warhammer 40k, and lately I've been dabbling in Warhammer Fantasy. We are finishing up our Bricky video saga. This is Bricky's 40k timeline video. Bricky is a beloved, I think for the most part, beloved Warhammer streamer and a bunch of other stuff. He has Adeptus Ridiculous and as many other things. Please go support Bricky because he's a really cool dude and he's really helpful in helping people learn about Warhammer. So we're checking out his video today and a couple other ones. So thank you for joining, Raiders. Thank you for for rating Cha-Cha. I'm happy you all are here, and I guess we should continue the video. Go check out Cha-Cha. I think we got the shout out in on the Twitch side, but it might have been buried. Mods, if you could throw another shout out for Cha-Cha, that would be great. Thank you very much, Small, and thank you everyone for joining. I hope you enjoy my reaction to this content. I really appreciate. Oh my gosh, what the actual heck? For those of you on the YouTube side, I'm not quite sure what exactly happened. A Small also just donated 50,000 bits. Which is thank you very much. What is happening today? What? Thank you very much. That was very that oh my gosh, wow, that is so generous of you. And Zach, by the way, I saw your super chat on the YouTube side. Thank you so much for your super chat. And it was your first one too, so thank you. And I think that was Small. That was your first one too. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm broken. I don't even know what to say. Like oh, Cha-Cha, you were very sweet. Aurelia deserves all the spoiling. You are very sweet, Cha-Cha. I would say the same to you. I like to spoil you. Okay, we are going to continue. Please feel free to chat, ask me questions. I will do my best to take a look at them. Wow. Thank you very much. And everyone, please, 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 I forgot to say it when I was going down. Be responsible with your money. Don't have ice soup, as some of my viewers like to joke. Please, thank you, Bard. Thank you. Yeah, take care of yourself first. Please, I am just happy you are here. Thank you, Berserker Russ, for the bit as well. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. I'm really grateful. Yes, Cha-Cha, go make dinner. Go make dinner. I hope you're making something yummy. I hope you had a good stream, and we'll chat later. Wow. It seems like I need to get caught up on what happened on your stream, because it seems like a lot happened. Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Oh, okay. A lot of things went through on Throne too. Thank you very much to anyone who got the stuff on Throne. I haven't seen the names yet of who donated on Throne. I can't log into it onto my computer. So thank you very much. I will make sure I read the names at the very end, because I am so floored. Thank you. All right. We're going to get to the video, unless there are any other interruptions. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Sending their many followers against each other in the great game to
He's
be
like
the
a
most
cow
powerful of all the gods. So the warp exists. Hell is real, parallel to our galaxy, with the realm of chaos and its gods fighting for control. But there are also gods of real space, gods of the normal world too. They're called Catan.
The worst.
Stars.
You think
We're all made of stardust, chat. We're we're all stardust. I actually don't know if they'll eat people straight up. Probably not.
God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created.
These star gods saw the plight of our poor Necron tier and how the old ones cast them aside and said, you know what? You guys want immortality? Oh, we will make it happen. We are the gods of the tangible, of real space. We can
the
give you a
deceiver.
cure.
Perfect photo
So
for
then
this.
They ate all their souls. And turned them into robotic automaton, feasting on their souls and leaving a hollow shell of an intelligence left that is technically immortal. With the power of an entire species' souls, they turned their new robotic slaves on the old ones and hunted them to extinction.
I mean,
the
no.
Necron tier, now the soulless, undying Necrons, got their wish at the price of their souls. But we can count the number of kind gods on an amputated hand. With time, the
Yes. Kind gods, yes. You on an amputated hand. There is less than 5, maybe even less than 3.
selfish star gods turned on each other, fighting one another for more chances at glory and power. With this, the leader of the Necrons, Zarek, the Silent King, the man who doomed his species when he accepted this deal, waited, planned.
Why is it skipping like that? There we go, come on.
Bide his time until he seized the perfect moment and turned his legions of undead citizens against the star.
Yes.
Gods cannot be killed, but they can be broken. So Zarek broke the star gods into thousands of pieces and locked them away in vaults, taking their free will away as they did to them, and sealed them away as basically Pokemon to be used as weapons in the future.
Well, unless, I mean, yes, but I think you're better off doing the Trazen method and using not as strong of creatures in your Pokeballs. Deceiver Chew, I choose you. Yeah, the Infinite and the Divine really talked about that. You really saw Trazen busting out the Pokeballs just to to take care of his enemies so he doesn't have to fight.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!
It's the Void Dragon.
Zarek then, with his perfect memory, exiled himself for his sins, flying out to the darkness between galaxies to atone for what he had done. This entire situation, the genocide of the Old Ones and the rebellion of Zarek, will go down in history as the War in Heaven.
It's
It
a
is
cool
the most
name.
brutal war the galaxy has ever seen and ever will see. This was a conflict.
And it was a conflict that lasted like thousands upon thousands of years. It was not like, oh, it was a 5-year thing. No, this was an ordeal that took a long time. I forget how long they said it was. But it was long.
That took an entire galaxy-spanning species and pitted them against gods that ate stars. The Necrons, rather crippled from, you know, the war in heaven, decided to go to sleep in gigantic tomb worlds on various planets until the upstart species of the galaxy died out. And
I would too. I mean, honestly, now that I'm an adult, naps are the best thing ever. Any chance I have to take a nap, I'll take it. I took a little nap before this stream. Like, naps, I was so cruel to naps when I was a child. Now I love them. I love them so much. Just, the best. So I can relate to the Necrons in that way, especially after a brutal war like that.
so turns out when you have a war that lasts tens, hundreds of thousands of years and involves the genociding of multiple species, the only ones of the galaxy, and the consumption of souls from an entire race, the warp It's a little wacky. You know,
Mhm.
if you had a kiddie pool and it was nice and calm, Corn is over there splashing about, so you don't really go in that direction. Nurgle has explosive diarrhea, so you don't really
Ew.
go in that direction either. But you can still kind of get in the pool. The pool's still fine. Turns out when you add a couple trillion souls to that kiddie pool, it'll make the waves a little more turbulent. And turns out
It's like those giant wave pools. The ones that are like extremely packed with people. I don't know if you've seen videos. I think it's when those pools get like really packed, they look terrifying to be in because if the wave hits just right, you can get caught under other people. And I worry how many people like drown in those pools because they're filled with so many people. So that's kind of the analogy I see in my head. Those massive wave pools. Those are fun to be in. But oh my gosh, when they are filled with people, like I'm so scared that like there is some child over there like drowning. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and too much pee. Yeah, too much of that. But that's a really Bricky's got the good analogies today. Cause yeah, wave pools, they are fun. I totally agree. They're tons of fun. But man, I would not want to be in that packed with a bunch of people. I bet you that's what the souls feel like. Ooh.
a lot of them like to pick a side, Nurgle, Tzeentch, or Khorne. So the once calmer warp, the once relaxing kiddie pool has now been bloated. A million years of
Yep.
war will certainly make Khorne, god of murder and slaughter, more powerful. A million years of war will probably make Tzeentch, god of deception and change, a little more powerful.
Yep,
And
yep.
good god, a million years of war will make Nurgle, god of decay, oh, just the tiniest bit more powerful. Now, entering that kiddie pool is no longer fun, it's dangerous. The warp is now a problem. Hell is resembling hell a lot closer to what we imagined it originally. The Sea of Souls and the Realm of Chaos are now intertwined. So who else to brave the galaxy than a species that won't need to deal with that?
Yeah. That's what happens when you live a long time.
The Eldar are space elves. They have a lot of the traits that you probably think of when you think of elves. Tall, slender, pointy ears, a bit more androgynous looking, no matter what DeviantArt will tell you, and a bit...
Wow, this is completely new information for me. I've never heard of these guys before. Completely new. I'm definitely not related to any of them. Any of them.
stronger on the emotional side. The old ones, as I mentioned, could create life. And when they were getting, you know, absolutely bodied by the Catan and the Necrons, they made some new races to try to help them. One of them was the Eldar. It didn't save them, but they're here now anyway. Oh, and also the Orcs, but they're busy right now.
Yeah. I need to finish that game. It's so good.
The Eldar are a particularly psychically powerful race, so they were really adept at being able to handle the new turbulent warp of chaos and good at killing Necrons, hence why they went to sleep. Being psychically gifted is basically like being a wizard, but you get your wizard powers from hell. This is called being a psychic.
It honestly sounds more like if you've played Dungeons and Dragons, it sounds more like a warlock. Except warlocks, technically you have patrons. It's like a god that you devote yourself to. But in this case, Psykers is kind of like, you draw from the warp, and the warp is its own thing. Oh, the game, Shoot His Blood and Teeth. That was what he was showing when he played the orcs. Good game. It's a good game.
And basically, if you want to do cool wizard shit like lightning from your hands or reading someone's mind, you can do that, but you siphon the energy to do that from the warp. Luckily, the Eldar are very good at handling this without too many negative effects because, you know, summoning power from the Sea of Souls with the new Chaos friends can be a bit of an issue. But Eldar are pretty good at it. And you see, what's really cool and also awful about Warhammer is that most developed species travel long, faster than light distances by going through that warp.
It's pretty
they
neat.
Create a tear in reality to unreality and move through it. Faster than light travel? Cringe. We go through hell itself to deliver your packages. For those of you who play Minecraft, you know how the nether is like a pocket dimension? So moving 10 spaces in the nether is actually moving something like 1,000 in the real world. That's basically what warp travel is. Just much like in the nether, there are a lot of things that want to kill you. The Eldar found
Except I would say the warp is just a little bit more dangerous and prone to death.
way to do so in between realities. Not regular reality, not the warp, something else. A purgatory of sorts, a fabricated psychic realm that allowed them to travel without fearing the negative effects of the warp. The Eldar were the perfect fit for the new galaxy, and they took it with open arms and pointy ears. The empire of the Eldar spread everywhere, and it spread all the way until now, the 21st century. That's right, while you were watching NPC streams on TikTok, the space elves.
I think I've only watched one NPC stream, and I could not stand more than 30 seconds of it.
Were ruling the galaxy, and they did so for quite a long period of time. The 21st century came and went. Humanity grew and grew, all under the nose of their elf overlords. At this time, humans advanced, your classic sci-fi style way. We began to expand, colonize our solar system, terraformed our planets, created new and more powerful machines and starships. The age of Terra, also known as Earth, but we call it Terra here, was here, and existed between the 21st century all the way until the 15th millennia. Not much is known about this time, not much needs to be known.
AI
grew up, saw at the stars. It's classic. Then came the years between 15,000 and 25,000, the age of technology, or to some, the dark age of technology. This is when humanity reached a new apex of technological understanding. When you think of sci-fi...
Now, have we reached that sooner? With Claude and Chat GPT and everything along those lines? It's definitely a topic of conversation. But it doesn't go well. It doesn't go well. I'm not looking forward to it. I think we should definitely be wise when we use AI.
There's a lot of things you can think of. Star Trek, maybe Star Wars style. You can go cyberpunk dystopian. The age of technology was deep sci-fi, like a scientific prowess that fringed on magic. This is also when the first ever psychers began showing up in humanity. Individuals with the genetic mutation to be able to access the warp, and then because of that, travel through it. Humanity was no longer constricted.
Oh, okay. I think he's just omitting the fact that the Emperor has been around like for a long, long time prior to the current century. Because technically they said shamans, but they were basically considered psychers in a sense. Then they made the Emperor, and the Emperor's just been lurking in the shadows, worse than me in the Discord server. He lurks much better than I could ever lurk.
To their early ways of travel. With warp travel, they could go anywhere in the galaxy. They equipped ships with gigantic AI machines, with everything you would ever need to know about mankind, and sent them out on colony ships to expand their influence across the galaxy. And this was truly the golden age of humanity. And with every golden age, there is a fall.
Always.
While the new human upstarts of the galaxy were reaching new levels of technology and prowess, the Eldar were engaging in debauchery. What happens when a species has everything? You can produce unlimited food out of nothing. Your need for farmers and workers, gone. You have dominated the stars and have created a fast travel system that doesn't rely on the dangers of the
weird.
Warp. You have nothing else to do. You have no struggles, no problems, and feel as if there is nowhere else to go. Well, you begin to experiment. The Eldar started harmless enough. You know, you take a serious interest in your species' culture, your arts, paintings, poems, plays. These are Eldar, elves.
Ooh.
Remember? Their emotions are heightened, more powerful than us humans. So your plays get louder. They start to push on the limits of your hearing ability. Your music becomes different, more
Ooh.
deranged.
That's
it pushes
bizarre.
the boundaries of
Is this a legit thing that... This happened in an actual concert? Ooh, I don't like that. Ew.
what is art. The visual spectacle of art becomes more bizarre, more delusional, more eccentric. And let's not forget a very important sense. Touch. Pornography is one thing. Brothels is another. What if they all mixed? What if your brothels were part of your art and music? And what if those became more deranged? The boundaries of debauchery were not just met, but shattered. Next thing you know, murder is commonplace and often mixed with the art, music, and sex. Pain is a common byproduct of entertainment. Whatever sensation you can have must be increased, must be enhanced, must be taken to the limits. The Eldar Empire slipped into a nightmarish realm of debauchery and excess.
Let this be a lesson to us as humans nowadays. So let's not do that, even though we might assume those are like many, many, many years, hundreds of thousands of years down the road. I think it's better right now for us to keep in mind that we don't get too excessive. And I know it's easy to be like, oh yeah, well, I won't do all of that weird stuff that they did. Yeah, no, but it already exists in smaller forms. So, yeah. It's called the internet. Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, it is an internet. We should try to hold that off for as long as possible. Oh gosh, this just whole thing with the Eldar just like terrifies me as like humans. Like, man, we'd not want to mess up that badly. Yeah, think about now versus 60 years ago. Yeah. That there's a huge like difference from like 60 years ago, and we're kind of already there. Yeah, it's not a good thing. So definitely everything in moderation, I'll say. Even Aurelia streams in moderation. So yeah, let's be reasonable in the future and try to get back to, well, let's do our best. It always, like, every time I hear this story in like different Warhammer videos, it always makes me nervous when thinking about the world. Like, I'm like, I don't want us to end up that bad. Like right now it's not great, but we can improve. There's time. But, you know, there's only so much debauchery you can keep from happening in the world. Anyways.
With the worst of it taking place in a city in the Webway, a black market for these kinds of heinous acts known as Kamara. Some Eldar saw the writing on the wall, saw what was happening to their species and how far they had slipped. So they boarded.
See, that's why we need to be aware of it now, because even the Craft World Eldar, they couldn't stop what happened. They couldn't stop what happened because there wasn't enough of them. But if we all like consider it and keep that in our minds now, there's a possibility we can change the way our society behaves. Like, not just like, you know, for me in the United States, but like across the world. But I would say it's not great in the United States.
Continent-sized starships called craft worlds and left their empire, seeking a more enlightened, calmer existence among their peers. Some, those in Kamara, pushed it to even greater heights, relishing the pain and torment they inflicted on those around them. All during this, the warp, the yin to the yang of the world, was fed by these emotions, by the psychic power of the Eldar, by the souls taken in these depraved acts on a galactic scale. And just like that, Eldar ended. Slanesh, the fourth
Oh,
Chaos
boob.
God was birthed into existence and consumed the souls of 90% of the Eldar population. Those that fled were spared the worst of it, and those in the webway and
Oh.
Kamara were able to stave off the pull of Slaanesh so long as they continued to commit horrid acts of torture and violence. But for the majority of the Eldar, their empire died with Slaanesh's birth. The new fourth Chaos God, she who thirsts, the god of unspeakable excess of pleasure, pain, hedonism, and perfection, had been born. With the fall of the Eldar Empire came the ruin of humanity. Slaanesh's birth sent storms in the warp across
Bad
the
news.
galaxy, making travel
Eldar messed it up for everyone. And imagine being like in a race. Like I know 90% of the Eldar died, and there was like trillions of them, if not more than that. But like just imagine being part of an endangered like species. That's crazy to think about. Like that would suck. I feel like that would be on your mind all the time. Think about how many people died, and now you're only part of such a small group now.
Between star systems impossible. Coupled with a huge classic AI rebellion, as a staple in these sci-fi settings, humanity began to suffer the age of strife. Now, planets that relied on intergalactic travel were completely cut off. Long-range messages, normally sent through the warp, were snuffed out. If you were a planet that was great at mining stuff, but couldn't get food, well,
you're hosed.
you know that movie about the rugby players in the mountains? Oh, and
what?
Because of these insane
I don't know
warp
that
storms
movie.
and fluctuations, psychers began to appear among the human population a bit more often. Now, this initially had them hunted down as witches, because that's pretty common in this setting, but some deemed it right to protect them. Unfortunately for those people, psychers, because they open a gateway to the warp, don't really know how to use their powers well, and they kind of attract demons, who then force their way through the psyker as a conduit of sorts and begin to slaughter the population of your planet. The Age of Strife was a catastrophic period of time for humanity and set back their progress tenfold over the not one, not two, but 5,000 year period. During this time, the age of humanity that we know began to form. Worlds equipped with large mechs for agriculture began to equip them with weapons to defend from alien and demonic invaders. Over 5,000 years, this became a custom and tradition, dubbing them as night worlds.
I love those. They're so cool.
Knights in gigantic robots that uphold the chivalric code to defend their worlds and honor. A group of individuals on Mars, after radioactively bombing their planet to become inhospitable to human life, ran their entire lives underground on the few life support systems keeping them alive. Those technicians who could work on the machines and keep them operational were revered, and over 5,000 years went from skilled members of society to full-blown priests. The cult mechanicus, or tech priests of Mars,
it's
formed
Steve.
in the ashes of the Red Planet with a religious fervor and doctrine on the cult of the machine god. And on Earth, or Terra, techno-barbarian tribes waged war across the planet in a Mad Max style of blood and gore, until finally, a mysterious man
he is
who lived
revealed.
in the shadows of Terra for millennia finally revealed himself to the populace. His name was the Emperor. He deemed himself the Emperor of mankind. Where did he come from? I don't know. Why is he 10 feet tall and the most powerful psyker of all of mankind? I don't know. Why is he basically immortal? I don't know. Where'd Cotton Eye Joe go? Who knows? But he's here, and he isn't happy with all of you ripping up Terra. So he began the Unification Wars, where he and a very early version of the famous Space Marines, the Thunder Warriors, reunited.
I'm so excited. I'm almost done with the book Valdor, Birth of the Imperium, and I have like an hour and a half left in the audiobook. It's really good. And listening to Ushatan and the Thunder Warriors, oh, it's good. I like it. I like it so much. So I can't wait to finish it. I'll probably finish it today or tomorrow and peak. I love it.
Terra under a single banner with blood. Then, after taking over Earth, he reunited the Thunder Warriors into the fucking dirt. This is
Yes, that is one way to put it. They had their reunion.
Where we get the Imperium of Man, also known as the Imperium. The new faction headed by the Emperor of Mankind with a treaty signed with the Cult Mechanicus on Mars to spread out and reunite humanity after the catastrophic Age of Strife.
No religion except for the one on Mars, where they kind of worship him because they think he is the Omnissiah, their god. I think it created a lot of problems later on, but hey, at least it worked out for them in the beginning. Where was I when the Thunder Warriors disappeared? That's classified. That is classified. I cannot speak on that. I'm sorry. I have a non-disclosure agreement. Can't talk about it.
But first, the Emperor is going to need
Oh, I love them. Look at those. They're so cute. That's my boy right here. That's my boy right here. My husband. Look at that. I love the lion. He's so funny. He's so grumpy. I love him.
Smaller versions of himself. 20 of them. 18 of them, I meant.
I love it. You can tell that Bricky's production has improved. If you look at his first video, which is all the 40k factions, I think it was done 4 or 5 years ago. And like it was a good video then. I really enjoyed it, but you can see the production on his work has improved. And I love it. I love the jokes. The timing is perfect. They're well written. I really enjoy it. So I'm sorry, I have to share it because I noticed it in the beginning how improved it is, and he has so much fun with his videos. Yes, I completely agree. He's great.
Gene-crafted sons of the strongest human to ever live. All of them possess unparalleled strategic power, intelligence, formidable strength and size. A real powerful force to unite humanity and stop the chaos of the current galaxy.
Yes.
Speaking of chaos, you ever seen that image of that guy? It's like throwing the baby like a basketball. That's about what happened. The Chaos Gods intervened and grabbed the 18 Primarch gestation pods and yeeted them across the galaxy at a whim, everywhere they could possibly go. A galactic game of keep away. So the Emperor had to get them back. So begins the Great Crusade. A crusade across the stars to reunite not just humanity, but the Emperor with his fallen sons. The first to be found was Horus.
Or, if you believe the Alfarius novel, technically, if you believe him, it was Alfarius that was found first. But they kept him a little hush-hush, a secret. So, technically, if you believe Alfarius, but, you know, everything's a lie in that book, so it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. I did love that book. Very, very good. Yeah, or was it? Dun dun dun. I didn't know he was gonna make that joke. Oh my gosh. I had no clue Bricky was gonna make that joke. Yes. I'm sharing same brainwave here. Same brainwave, Bricky. This is wonderful. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. I was just spitting out lore that I knew. Where you're like, oh, it could technically be Alfarius, but we don't know. We don't know.
Sons. The first to be found was Horus. One of the strongest and most noble.
Bricky's got like the looks nailed down, like the you know I'm right. Look. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh.
Noble sons. The Emperor carried with him a legion of newly crafted warriors with genetic material made from their Primarch father. These are the newly made Space Marines. For Horus, his were the Luna Wolves. And as the Emperor continued on his great
Tell
crusade,
me about my angel boy,
more
please.
and more of
please.
his sons, reuniting them with their individual Space Marine legions. Leman Russ, the cunning hunter, with
he was
the Space Wolves.
He was the third one. Wait, no. He was the second one. When did the second Primarch come? Oh, I can't remember. But they did mention that they did find the second Primarch. It's mentioned in Fulgrim, the Palatine Phoenix book. So he's dead now. Definitely got executed. But I forget what order he comes in. Because it's like in the first 7 or so, I think the second Primarch is found.
Rogel Dorn, the Phalanx with the
Oh,
Imperial
we love
Fists.
Rogel Dorn.
Angron, the Barbarian, the very angry with his World Eaters. Fulgrim, the Perfect with his Emperor's
Okay, so he was in the
Children.
first
And
5, the
Jagatai
second
Khan,
Primarch.
the Swift, the Stoic, and his White Scars. Those were just some of the 18.
No! I want to hear about Sanguinius. He's the angel. Okay.
And one by one, his lost Primarch sons were returned to him.
Show
and their
me my
Space
boy.
Marine legions
Show me my boy.
returned to them. The Great
Aw.
Crusade saw humanity once again reconquer the stars, returning worlds of humanity back to the Imperium and killing any and all who stood against their noble crusade. But in
Ew,
the years
Lorgar.
of the
Disgusting.
31st millennia, treachery would break this
Oh, wait.
all
Wait.
apart.
Is this
Of
the one? Is this the picture with all the demons in it? Where is the demon? Because there's a demon in the first Heretic. When horrible things happen, Lorgar becomes a full-fledged heretic. There's a demon, I think it's named Scylla. And I think in this picture or a similar picture, Scylla is chilling up in the rafters, and I was disgusted because they summoned her, and I was like, what does this demon look like? And I saw it and I was like, ooh, that's disgusting. Disgusting. And I felt so bad for the custodians that were there and died for this horrifying ritual. I felt so bad. I was like, oh, breaks my heart.
the 31st millennia, treachery would break this all apart.
Men, we don't know what we did.
Horus, the Emperor's most beloved and favored sons, named War Master for the Crusade, succumbed to the power of chaos and daddy issues. All because of that bastard Erebus. Fuck Erebus.
Yes.
Slowly, Horus would become corrupted, turning the Emperor's sons against him. This begins the most pivotal moment in our story, and the one that has 50 books written about it. The Horus
Oh my gosh,
Heresy.
I want to read all of them.
9 of the 18 Primarchs turned against the Emperor, and the following years were a bloody battle for the throne of Terra. The Emperor originally was working on a special webway project, just like the Eldar, to make faster-than-light travel significantly easier and safer. Really improve humanity to allow them to conquer the stars without the risk of the warp. Well, this big red idiot named
Magnus did nothing wrong. Take that however you like. Take that however you like. I have a distinct opinion on it. Nerd.
Magnus kind of blew a hole into that, literally and figuratively. So Big E over there is stuck on a gigantic golden throne.
That's how I look when I'm streaming, all slouched in my chair. He looks like he's all slouched, he's leaning forward. Well, not leaning forward, leaning backwards. He just Magnus's folly made us lose Malkador, and I was so sad when I read The End and the Death. And Malkador, I am old and I am tired. Oh my gosh, that was so sad. I hated every moment I heard Jonathan Keeble's voice come back as Malkador. Oh, so sad. Oh. We lost one of the best. We lost one of the best boys. Pour one out for Malkador.
Throne, holding back the oncoming rush of demons and powering the Astronomicon, basically a big North Star for people who are sailing in the warp to help them navigate. The Horus Heresy saw many loyalist and traitor legions pitted against each other in a bloody war until it reached Terra itself. Horus, unable to break through the lines and with time running out, made a gambit and opened his ship up to be boarded. The Emperor took this challenge quickly allowing someone else to take control of the throne as he teleported his way
our
onto
poor
Horus's
boy.
flagship, the Vengeful Spirit. The Emperor, unable to truly kill his most beloved son, changed his mind right quick when Horus strangled the life out of his other son, Sanguinius.
Strangled the life is one way to put it. It's not super accurate, but I think actually Bricky wrote this. This came out 10 months ago. So he wrote this before End in the Death Part 2 came out, I think. Is that correct? And that's the one where Sanguinius dies. And that was devastating. That was devastating. You think in the last moments he would get his like last words. He'd get to say last words, but he was so broken and messed up that he couldn't. He got beat so bad. I'm so sad.
Oh, no!
I'm sure you've seen this image at some point. The Emperor then said, "I'm not gonna sugarcoat it," and proceeded to psychically blast Horus into complete oblivion, killing not only his body, but also his soul.
My favorite part, I'm so sorry, my favorite part in the End and the Death, I guess it's spoilers, they play the tarot decks against each other like a Yu-Gi-Oh game. Hilarious, by the way. And my favorite part that I would love for someone to animate one day, because it's hilarious, because you see the Emperor as this regal, noble figure. Well, Horus cheated. He cheated, basically. And he is trouncing him. Like, he is beating the crap out of him. And so there is this one card that gets played. It's like, I think it's called like the Silver Door or something like that. And at one point, the Emperor looks at Horus and then like runs away from him and starts clawing at the door trying to get out. And honestly, that gives me the visual of a cat scratching at a door trying to escape. Hilarious. Even though it was a very serious fight, I was laughing. It was so funny. I need someone to animate that where the Emperor is like scratching at the door like a cat, like, I need to get out, I need to get out, I need to get out. It was too funny. It was so funny. I couldn't even. I cast Pot of Greed. Or not cast, I play Pot of Greed. It was so good. Oh my gosh. I need that in my life.
Horribly wounded from this duel, the Emperor is returned to the Golden Throne in order to keep the demons at bay and power the Astronomicon, because without it, humanity would be flying blind.
Then he becomes a skeleton.
He sits, slowly dying from his wounds and the strain of powering the Golden Throne. The only thing keeping him alive is feeding upon the souls of 1,000 psychers every single day. This was 10,000 years ago. We are now in the 41st millennium, modern day. Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah.
The Emperor remains on his...
Man, I'm bummed. I wanted to hear more Darktide music. It's so good. It is so good. I need more Darktide music in my life.
Throne. The Imperium is a rotting carcass of an empire, a fascist, xenophobic cult that worships the Emperor as a deity despite him never wanting to be seen as a god. Over the span of 1 million worlds, the ecclesiarchy, the church of the Emperor, is spread throughout. Inquisitors with unparalleled power
Eisenhorn
root out any sign of heresy or lack of devotion to their god Emperor. The other half of the traitor legions move about as Chaos Space Marines, raiding and pillaging the Imperium, while the loyalist half does their best to keep the Empire alive. All throughout this, they must endure orc invasions, Eldar trickery, the reawakening of the Necron race, and the Great Devourer, the newest tyrannid threat from the darkness between galaxies that has arrived to feast on their worlds. The theme of Warhammer 40,000.
Depression. Or he'll say grimdark. But I think depression is the funniest way to answer it.
is regression and intolerance. Every major faction in Warhammer has had an empire that spanned the galaxy only to be crushed back to a hollow shell of what they once were due to their own failings. Culture, the arts, personal freedom, religious tolerance, the simple possibility that alien life might not want to kill us is considered heretical and is often met with a pistol to the head. There is no time for these things. All there is time for is worship of the God Emperor and a million wars to be fought. To be a human in the 41st millennia is 99% of the time to live a horrible existence. To be one
yes, 100%.
of trillions of other humans across a million worlds throughout the galaxy. A galaxy where AI is outlawed, so humans are repurposed and lobotomized to become slaves. A place where lack of devotion is met with death.
Great
and
facts.
if you even have devotion, there is a good chance the threats to the galaxy, chaos, and aliens will kill you anyway. Warhammer is a world where you revel in being bad. There are protagonists, there are antagonists, but every faction is some shade of evil. Because playing the bad guys is always more fun. And my friend, you have a selection. So pick up that last gun, soldier. You and the other 3 million men and women in this single deployment on this single world in this single battle will now show them the might of the God Emperor. That weapon in your hands has killed 99% of the alien populations in this galaxy. Unfortunately for you, soldier, you're fighting the final 1%. May the Emperor
he had to include the lasgun lore.
To the first man to die, for in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
Yes! Wonderful. Oh, this is a vibe too.
Thank you, everyone. I hope I have helped teach you about Warhammer. If you are a brand new person and you want to get a bit more about the world, there are multiple books that do a great job of showing off how the entire universe operates. For the most part, Warhammer is a setting, and often stories are told in that setting with a Warhammer coat of paint. Gaunt's Ghosts is Band of
that's a great one.
But Warhammer. It's honestly one of my #1 recommendations for new people. Assassinorum Kingmaker is an assassin novel involving those night worlds. This is Mission Impossible, but Warhammer. Bloodlines is Blade Runner.
This is such a good idea.
And the list goes on and on. If I had to recommend...
Great suggestion for, to add some books that newbies are into. YouTube, just a heads up, and it looks like on the Twitch side, it looks like we're having that Wi-Fi issue as I predicted. It'll just be like a minute or so and it should be back and be fine. So I apologize in advance that it's going to be a little bit slow for a second. I'm getting a new router put in. So it's going to happen like the next day or so. So hopefully we don't have this problem again. I think YouTube is good now, but so... What a great suggestion, great idea from Bricky. Let's see if he has anything else in the last 30 seconds.
A brand new novel for a first-time Warhammer enjoyer. These are the 4 I would recommend. Horus Rising, Caiaphas Cain, First and Only Gaunt's Ghosts, and Infinite and the Divine.
Yo, that is pretty accurate. That's super accurate. If you want like a taste into 40K, those are the perfect books. Bricky, so based, because those were my recommendations after I read these 3 actually this year. And after reading other Horus Heresy books and other 40K novels, I agree with his assessment that these 3 here, including Horus Rising, I already recommended Horus Rising, but I agree with him that these 3 are really good for introductions to Warhammer when you compare it to some of the other novels. Great selection. We've already read these 3 for our book club. So maybe we'll have to read Horus Rising as part of the book club as well. It's very good. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I think it was one of the first, like, in the first, like, 10 books that I read. I think it was actually in the first 5, if I'm being perfectly honest. So I wouldn't be opposed to reading it again. I highly recommend this for anyone who wants to get into Warhammer. Bricky has, like, the perfect selection.
They're all fantastic novels,
Yes.
and they will get you acquainted with the world without needing to know too much. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Get yourself a game.
Make sure that you subscribe to Bricky and that you give him all the love he deserves. He works really hard on these Warhammer videos. He's a great content creator. I highly recommend him. I've learned a lot of Warhammer because of this man. So make sure you are supporting him and making sure you like his video. I'll like it here. Oh no, I have to sign in, but I will like it on my Aurelia YouTube page. And just make sure you give Bricky all the love. It would be great. Now, we have a couple other videos. I haven't watched the Space Marine 2. There's a second Space Marine 2 trailer, and then there's also a Warhammer 40k Kill Team cinematic. So we're going to watch that one first, because I haven't seen it. So we're going to watch a couple more videos, because Bricky's video was a little shorter today than his other ones. So we're going to watch those now. I know there's some questions about, hey, have I watched those? We're doing that today. Do I prefer digital or paperback books? I like to get them through Audible, because I found they are usually a lot cheaper that way. I like the audiobook style since I don't usually get to sit down and read books since I do more work on streaming. So the way I do it is I have an Audible subscription, and that gives me like 1 credit free a month, free in quotes. And what I do from there is that I buy credits. 1 credit goes towards 1 book. And I like to buy credits in like bulk. So you can buy, for example, a credit could be $16 by itself. But instead of doing that, I'll buy 5 credits, $11 each. And that's a lot cheaper because some of the Warhammer books are anywhere between like $20 and $25. So instead of paying $25 for a book, I'm paying $11. And I really, for the most part, I enjoy the narration and the voice acting. Specifically Jonathan Keeble. If I can get my hands on any Jonathan Keeble Warhammer narrated book, I'm going to pick it up in a heartbeat. I love Jonathan Keeble. He does the perfect Sanguinius and Fulgrim voice, in my opinion, and a really good Emperor voice. And Malkador. He does everything good. Jonathan Keeble, if you're listening to this, I love your work. You're amazing, man. So that's how I do it. And I just tear through books. I love to read, and I love to listen to more lore. So that's how I do it. So now we are gonna watch Warhammer 40k Kill Team cinematic. Yeah, oh yeah, it's I'm not sponsored by Audible, by the way. It's just my opinion. I enjoy it a lot. All right, let's watch the cinematic. I've heard good things about it. Ooh. There are times when the thunder of 1,000 guns does nothing to shake failure's grasp. That's a cool quote. It is in these moments when defeat seizes the horizon that victory lies within the lives of a chosen few. That's a great quote. Yes. Yes, get him. Oh yeah, kill those filthy Tau. Get them. I want them dead. You're toast, buddy. Ooh. Oh, that was brutal. Oh. I love the giant gun in the sky. Oh, glorious. Ooh, good shot. Yes. Oh, we got a lot of different aliens on this planet. Oh, these guys look weird. I don't know what those aliens are. I've never seen them before. But they have, like, Tau-like guns. Vespids, thank you. Oof. Get him, Mr. Sniper. Oh, ho. Oh. Dude, that's intense. That looks really good. The only good bug is a dead bug. You are correct. You're absolutely correct. Oh my gosh. That looks like so much fun. When did they say it was coming out? Hang on. Let's see if they have a date. Nope. Man, that's... well, that looks really, really good. Oh my gosh. I think... Was it this one? There's a Space Marine... Let me go through my list, make sure I have the right Space Marine one. I could do that, but we're gonna watch this one next. If you haven't, Chapter Master of Valrak, another great 40k resource. Recommend him as well. On his channel, the artist who does this is GV Draws. Oh my gosh, I love their work. Fantastic. This is Sanguinius versus Angron at the Eternity Gate. This is the part 3. I loved part 1 and part 2 so much, and I was dying to see part 3. And it came out right after I got off vacation. And I was like, oh, I need to watch this, but I wanted to watch it with you guys. So we're going to watch it now. I'm going to hear sweet, sweet Jonathan Keeble, the best voice actor for GW.
Cratering force at the heart of the tomb.
Hang on. I'm going to turn that up a little bit. His voice is a little quieter than some of the other audio we had earlier.
Cratering force at the heart of the two warring legions. His impact kills almost 100 warriors on both sides. The lance comes free, slick with ichor pretending to be blood. Already the demon is reforming, reknitting. The angel descends with a silence that stinks of false righteousness, as though he were a creature too enlightened to feel rage. The brothers collide in the crater they made. Around them the battle for the Eternity Gate rages. The World Eaters are coming. The World Eaters and the Life Takers and the Bloodletters. Sanguinius sends...
I love the detail. This one is so different from the others. The detail in this one. Because the other one was more like a line art, and I still enjoyed that so much, but the detail in Sanguinius' face, I'm gonna swoon.
As them draw near, hears their howling. Sanguinius hacks and hacks and hacks as the snarls of chain axes and demon blades grow louder.
Ooh.
It isn't enough. The angel launches away, a crack of his wings carrying him upward. The Lord of the Red Sands knows he can't catch Sanguinius in the sky. He scrambles for the fallen spear. He throws the spear.
Shoot!
It rips through the air with a concussive drumbeat, breaking the sound barrier. The angel rolls aside with the grace of the Skyborn, dodging the streak of bladed intent. Faster than the human eye can follow, the angel has caught his spear as it passed, rolled with the momentum, and now he casts it back to the ground with a cry of effort. And the force of a meteor hits him in the chest, throwing him down, pinning him to the blood-stained ground. For several unreal seconds, the Lord of the Red Sands is impaled in place, speared through the chest. He frees himself in time to see Sanguinius ascending, leaving him behind. His wounds close, but slower. Slower. Slower than before. The nails bite harder, despising his weakness. Angron turns his back on his brother, seeking the lesser blood angels in Legion Red. He wades through them, ending them, sending their bodies flying back with heaving swings of his soul-thirsty sword.
They're gonna keep making parts, and I'm gonna keep watching them. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh. I love the quality that went into that one. I love the other ones too, just as much. But, oh my gosh. I love how he drew him, like, spinning, catching the spear, and throwing it back. Oh my gosh. That's a reason why Sanguinius is just he is my favorite Primarch. Oh my gosh. Yes. Perfect. Okay. We have the Space Marine 2 trailer. I think it's this one. The cinematic trailer is the one I haven't seen. So we'll watch that one. Thank you, Dino Fan, for the super chat. I can't wait for you to get back to the TTS podcast. The Black Templars one is one of my favorites. Yes, I think we're going to watch some TTS this week. I'm making a schedule today. So I think we'll watch a couple more. I'm not sure what day yet, but I think I was going to set some up for this upcoming week, which will be really, really good. I'm looking forward to more TTS. So we'll watch this one. Haven't seen this one either. This game is so pretty. Or have I seen this one? Wait, when did this one come out? I might have seen this one. Wait. 2 years ago. No, which one is it? Wasn't there one that just came out recently? Oh, is it this one? No, I did see that one. Wait a second. Or is it this one? I think it's this one. Sorry, guys. It's this one I haven't seen. Just wanted to check it out. Decimus. Ooh. Oh, I love that. Hang on. I'm going to see if I have better... Can I get some good... I just want it to pop up a little nicer. Ooh. I love the execution animations here.
Let us deliver the Emperor's wrath to these creatures.
Oh, I think I'll be using him a lot. I love the jump packs. Ooh. Okay, that's sick. I cannot wait. This game looks so good. It looks so good. I hope everything ends up being okay with all of the stuff that got leaked. That's a huge shame. But I hope it ends up doing well, and I hope it's not too crazy. I'm excited to play it. It looks so nice. Let's see. Was that? So I don't have much more today after this. The last video I was going to watch, since I was mainly focused on Bricky and a couple other videos today, and I didn't want to completely throw people off on what I was doing. I just have this last video from Full Moon Studios, the Alpha Legion infiltrates the Galactic Empire. I just thought it'd be like a fun one to end us off on, since there's not much more. Obviously, we don't have anything else for like Bricky that we can really talk about or look at. We have finished the Bricky saga, so we'll watch this, and then I think we might call it for today. It'll be weird, a very short stream. I haven't had this short of a stream in a long time, so hey, we'll check this one out first.
You have failed me for the last time. Now you will suffer.
Is he really Darth Vader? If he's physically choking him,
Commander?
not with the Force.
Are you going to beg for his life?
No, nothing like that, my lord. I was just going to inquire as to why you're choking him like that.
What do you mean? Like what?
Well, my lord,
I ask the right questions.
I was expecting you to use your mystical powers I've heard so much about.
Yeah.
Not that it isn't a pleasure having you visit us on our little expedition. It's just that I was expecting something more supernatural. I guess I'm just a little disappointed.
I'm branching out. Getting back to the basics. Thought I'd give my arms a workout.
Wait, I thought your arms were cybernetic. What would be the point in...
Are you questioning me?
Oh, my
Yeah, I wouldn't
apologies,
question
my
him.
lord. Don't let me interrupt you.
Now, where was I? Oh, right. You have failed me for the last time. Your lord has arrived. Kneel before Darth Vader. Oh, really?
What the... Who are you?
I think that's the
Yeah.
Legionnaire's fault.
What
The
he-
Legionnaire should have known he couldn't impersonate someone without maybe killing him first.
He said, I'm Lord Vader. Who are you? I'm Lord Vader. You're not Darth Vader. I'm Darth Vader. Well, we can't both be Darth Vader. Clearly someone messed up on the infiltration plans. And who did the intelligence gathering for this guy? He's a bloody psyker and a cyborg. How did we miss that?
Wait, neither of you are Lord Vader?
Neither of them
So
are,
who
of
are
course.
you guys?
I am Alfarius. Couldn't resist, huh? No.
You say that name like it's supposed to be significant and explains anything. It doesn't.
Oh, right. You wouldn't know that name. Guess we have done our jobs. Wait a minute. You can't be Alfarius. Because I'm Alfarius. No, I'm Alfarius. No,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
Alfarius. No,
It's like Toy Story.
Wait. We're both Alfarius. It's the whole Hydra thing, remember? We're all Alfarius. Ah, right. Of course. I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you two! What are you doing? Why aren't you doing your jobs? What were our jobs?
Now where did he
Great
come
question.
from? Do we just not have security?
What were we even trying to accomplish here?
Come on, guys. You're messing this up for the rest of us.
What the? How long have you been there?
Literally the whole time.
Classic
What is
Alfarius.
happening right now?
This happens more often than you'd think. Your lord and master has arrived. Now, who do I have to choke to get a... Oh. I guess I'm late, huh?
That's so dumb. Well, that's all of the planned video content I had today, but I am happy to hang out here and answer some questions if you have any. This has been a very, very fun stream. I've enjoyed myself. I really like Bricky's videos, and I'll say it again and again. Make sure you follow Bricky and support him. He's got great work. He's got great videos. I don't know if he's streaming right now. I should investigate that. I don't think so. But it's, yeah, I really enjoy his stuff. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, because I know we have some new people joining us. Bricky's content is pretty popular. Make sure I... How has my weekend been? Oh, it's been pretty good. It's been really nice. Kind of got to relax a little bit. What's the meaning of life? The meaning of life... Well, I was gonna answer 42, but you know. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked the stream. Have I ever reached out to Bricky? I did once when I was first watching it was his first video, his 40K factions video. I sent him an email. I sent his assistant an email, and I asked if I could react to the video. And then I got a response saying yes, I could. And I haven't reached out to him. I think at one point, did we raid him? I don't remember if we raided him or if I happened to hop into his stream and then I commented and he was like, oh yes, I remember your assistant mentioned your name. So I haven't reached out to Bricky directly, but yeah, I'd love to work with him someday because he's a really cool dude. So yeah. What is your quest? What is your favorite color? What is the wind speed velocity of a fully laden Valkyrie? My favorite color? Gold. Gold. Yeah, I saw DK is live. I was hanging out in his stream yesterday and a little bit today, just kind of lurking as I do normally. So we'll probably raid him, except I think his stream might be over soon. He usually advertises that he streams for about 4 hours. Let me look. Let me look here. Let's see how long. Oh yeah. He's got like 20 minutes left, so it's totally doable to raid DK, at least on the Twitch side. So it's possible we could do that. So someone asked me if I was gonna react to the Furry Crusades by Flash Gits. Probably not. I watched one of them and I decided it was a little too much. I have a certain vibe I like to have in a stream, and that kind of pushed it. So I watched them all by myself. I will not be reacting to them, unfortunately. They're a little too much for me. Just a little too much. I did find some parts funny, but you would have just seen me staring at the screen being like, this is cursed. This is some Slaneshi stuff going on here. Yeah, they're very unhinged. They're very, very, very unhinged. Yes. Flashkits also made a video called Space King. I did hear about that one, but I haven't seen it. I did watch their one. I think they did the 40K. It was like a Looney Tunes style. And it was funny. I enjoyed that one too. Let's see. I'm not familiar with Internet Historian, but definitely put that suggestion in the Discord. We have a Discord channel, Discord server, sorry. And I have a channel with stream ideas. So if you have recommendations for creators I should check out or videos I should look at, feel free to put them there. I really do enjoy learning more about like the Warhammer side of things. And there's like so much to learn. So please join. It's a lot of fun. The mods will probably put the link up. Thank you very much, Onyx, for taking care of that. Praise be to Space King. Okay. So yeah, I've enjoyed myself. So I'm thinking maybe we should just end stream now. Let me see who's on the YouTube side that I can raid that I have down on my list of people I prefer to raid. I don't think... Yeah, no, there's no one on YouTube that I would normally raid or feel comfortable raiding. So we can raid DK on the we can raid him on the Twitch side. That'll be good. Yeah, unfortunately, he only streams on Twitch, so he doesn't have a YouTube side of things. So, well, thank you everyone for joining. Oh, I was gonna look at Throne really fast. Sorry, I was gonna look at that really fast. It like got finicky. It like got mad about me logging in today. I don't know why, but it wasn't very happy about me trying to log in. Let's see if it'll... Because it didn't recognize my computer. I did change some passwords, so it's probably why. Not yet. We're not raiding just yet. 1 second. Please load. Oh my gosh. It won't load my stuff. Why? Unless it sent me another email. Ugh. I probably won't even get to look to see. So I can't see who sent it yet. I can see what items were purchased. So thank you for thank you to the person who got me the stream deck. I really appreciated that. And also I think I know who this person was who got this, but I won't say their name. who got me the gamer sups that Bricky was repping today. The sweet 6-pack with the cherry pineapple. Thank you very much for those. I really appreciate it. I got to get my 6-pack somehow, right? Yeah, the stream deck will 100% be useful. It'll be a bit of a learning curve trying to get it all set up, but I'm really looking forward to using that. It'll be really, really, really helpful. Yeah, cherry pineapple. It sounds delicious. So, okay, then I can't open up Throne, but it's fine. So we are going to raid on DK's side. But if you want to hang around for a little bit, we'll see if we can raid someone else over there. So we will take care of that. Actually, no, there is no one on the YouTube side. So I think we will end stream right after I start the raid. We want DK. Okay, so get ready, Twitch. We're all going to go raid DK. Give him some love. He is the second half of the Adeptus Ridiculous podcast. A lot of fun. Perfect person to raid today. So we will start the raid there. I've started the process. So make sure you join. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll post a schedule later this week, and I hope to see you all as I play some Bolt Gun and react to the Emperor TTS stream. So bye, everyone. Have a great day.